Welcome to the Every Word is Gross podcast.
When you're here, you're family, which is a word that we think is pretty gross.
Now, on to the episode.
Well, if you're going to talk about your well-being, you might as well talk about it in the mic so I can get a sound check.
Sound check. It's the check of the... Oh, that's right. I was going to show you guys something. She's gone way further on this. Micah...
Gonna go.
She might have told you guys about it because she's probably seen you since she started it. Started a table for us.
Oh, I need to look up my word.
It's
what?
every episode.
Oh, yeah. She
and every
showed me
word
that.
and what the ratings were.
I've already started one of those. I just haven't updated it.
I know, but
in
she's
five
like,
ever.
she goes, I started it. I did it. I'm doing it. I'm going through all the episodes because I told her, I was like, I can't always remember what words I've done.
Yeah.
I used to mark them down, but sometimes I forget.
Yeah, it happens.
Sometimes I feel
What do you feel?
I've got to.
Yeah.
Run away.
I've got to get away.
I really should take a picture of these settings and
Well,
think about...
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Whoops.
You still looking?
Yeah.
You still judging?
I'm perusing.
Are you...
Your
Are you...
words? I haven't even
perusing?
opened it yet.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Exploring.
Nice.
Guys, do you want to hear some of
I've got mine.
the merch ideas
Sure.
that I keep forgetting about,
Yeah.
but I'll make one day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam style. It's the edge. So it's like an Uncle Sam going like, it's the edge.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
like that.
Don't you think?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But his face is a mouth.
Or his finger. Either way.
Finger mouth?
Because
This one says, spinach.
It's fair.
This
Mhm.
one is, it get up there into the vial. I don't know about that one.
You don't. You can nix that one.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah.
Ask your nearest butler.
That one's a
Ooh,
classic.
That's
I
great.
like
Yeah.
that one.
Conjured by the squish.
I remember that.
That sounds like a sick tour.
A little bit.
Conjured by the squish. Like I'd see that tour.
Mhm.
Secret chips. I just want that on a hat. Secret chips.
I think it'd be cool just to be chaps and you
Yeah.
spell it
Just
chaps
chaps.
With every single
chaps.
vowel.
Yeah.
Chaps.
Chaps. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one.
And then there's anti-fetti.
So
And
like
I love it. Like
so
confetti.
like confetti, but
Oh.
anti-fetti.
I was thinking Fetty Wap. I was like, hey, baby.
We're too old to know what that means.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I don't
Why
know
do you-
what that,
why
what
do
is-
you
what
say
is
That was
that?
when
We're
I was
not.
in middle school.
That means we're too old. We don't know what kids were laughing at. We have
Again,
no idea.
We're millennials. You're Gen Z.
What year were you in middle school?
That would have been 2011.
Yeah.
So I was getting married.
I was out of high school into
yikes.
college
Yeah.
when
In,
you
2000
were in middle school.
in 2011, I got married.
I graduated
That's
in
wild.
2010 of high
Isn't
school.
it?
Out of high
Isn't
school.
That's
it?
Yeah.
crazy.
So, you know,
Jake, you're a baby.
you're an itty bitty one.
You're a tiny baby.
I guess.
But hey, we were all there.
You know
Life
what,
moves
though?
fast.
We
I
were all
don't
there.
always notice it. And that should strike you as a good thing.
Well, I think
I
it's
only
'cause
notice it when you use words like you just did. And I'm like, what does that mean?
I think part of it is that I grew up hanging out a lot with my older cousin Daniel, who is your guys' age.
Ew, he's old?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sick. I hate old
And he's
people.
still
That's fair.
these
No, I
days
don't.
one
I'm
of my
like
fave
you.
people to see at the family functions. I just saw him this weekend. It was great.
What were you doing this weekend?
So it was
Oh, yeah.
Because I know you were over there.
John's sister, it was her bridal shower. So all of our family was up there,
Oh.
Nice.
and we dudes were golfing during.
Of
That's
course,
but
because
right.
you didn't bridal shower.
That's
right, yeah.
right.
But then
Got
we
it.
just
Not that you
went back to their new house and we're hanging out afterwards, and then
Nice.
hanging out on Sunday as
That's
well.
fun.
So
Nice. Cool.
That is fun. You have a good family, so that's
I
cool.
do have
Yep.
a good family.
They're pretty. They're
I
pretty.
love them
They're
dearly.
pretty cool.
I like that for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
Well, welcome to Every Word is Gross. My name is Cameron.
My name is Jake.
And my name's Sarah.
And this is a podcast where we talk about gross words and anything else you can think of.
I have an idea. Okay, better. Do it again. Okay. No, my idea
Okay.
is that we don't talk. Do you like that idea?
No.
Okay, moving on.
Okay. So
Just-
just to say that I said yes.
Okay.
What would we do instead of talking?
Honestly, it's I can't remember how the line goes. I would say don't forget the power of body language. What if you had to act out your word?
That'd not be great for a podcast
It
format.
wouldn't.
No.
You're right.
It would be good for a YouTube channel.
It would be wonderful. Well, we might not want to post content.
Honestly,
like
I
that.
think we have like 10 subscribers now.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Shut
It's crazy.
Shut right
it's
up.
crazy.
Wow.
I know. We got like at least 10 views on the last YouTube video.
Wow.
And
I
that's
didn't watch
separate.
it. Guys, that wasn't me.
Way to go.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't
That's
think I watched
amazing.
it either. So
Sometimes-
I haven't watched a single one.
yeah.
You haven't?
None of them.
I
always
haven't watched
listen.
them
That's
on
fair.
YouTube.
I don't think I've listened to a podcast episode.
You haven't?
No, I have.
Because you listen
mean,
to
you
them when
listen to
you're
all of
fixing
them.
them
Yeah,
up.
so I'm tired of them by the
Yeah, I
time
don't
I'm
wanna
done.
hear that anymore.
But the only time that I've listened to them is when I've tried to introduce them to other people, like my sister. Like I've listened to a couple
So
episodes.
you show them, give
Yeah.
them a little taste.
Yeah, but
I
By
was
myself,
listening
no.
to one the other day, so I was actually skipping through a bunch because I was trying to find the episode where we introduced Kevin. Because I was telling JoJo about it and I was trying to describe it, but I was like, I don't want to tell you. I want you to just hear what
Sure.
happened. But I'm trying to find it, so I'm literally I think I went through 3 episodes because I couldn't remember exactly
Yeah.
which episode it was on. Then I read the description that said Sarah tells us the name of
hey, the
like,
description.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Way to
whatever
go.
it was. I don't know what it was.
Another
Like
thing
the
one
name
day
of her
I'll stay
inside
up to
voice.
date
or-
on.
Anyways, so I found that and I was like, okay, so I know it's on this episode, but I kept like missing it. I'm like, no, because we're already talking about Kevin at this point. But at this point, I'm
Yeah.
like, this is too early. There's no way. Because I remember it was like, you guys had asked me a question. It was like my turn. And so I was like, where is it? I'm trying to find it. But I was like skipping back and forth. And all it was just noise. It was just us going, and like, you would say a random thing and then he'd be cracking up and then I'd be like, it was crazy. And I recommend just skipping back and forth through our episodes just to see.
That's
just
what
to
that's what I do when I edit it.
What a taste. What a life it is,
taste.
isn't it?
That's probably why I don't go back and listen to
Maybe we should write that down. What a taste.
What a taste.
What a taste?
What a
What a
taste. I
taste?
like that one,
Forgot
don't
what
you?
it is today.
That's
The
okay.
touch, the feel,
I don't use those
the
anymore.
fabric of our lives.
The touch, the feel, what a taste.
The
What a
touch,
taste.
The feel. What a taste.
No, I don't like that.
That
Let's
feels-
not write that one down.
No? Okay.
Don't write that down.
Never mind.
Just do what it tastes. That's
Great.
good.
Great. Cool.
It's not cotton, okay? Anyways,
You taste cotton?
that is the touch, the feel, the fabric of our lives.
Oh.
The touch, the feel of cotton.
I was too old, too
Is
young
that
for
Fruit
that.
of
You
the
were too
Loom?
old for
It's
that one.
probably a Fruit of the Loom thing. And yes,
Okay.
you didn't see Michael Jordan showing us his underwear, did you?
No.
But we did.
Yeah.
You didn't,
Yeah.
did you?
Probably not.
It was
I
on
don't know.
Nickelodeon a lot.
I'm sure I did at some point, but I don't remember.
You know, me saying that was on Nickelodeon a lot sounds like a really creepy commercial to have on a kid's channel. But it wasn't. He was in
Well-
like undershirts, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it wasn't
was
like
it
tiny
was like,
whiteies.
It was like white
Yeah.
t-shirts.
It was the Fruit of the Loom shirts
Yeah,
and
It
stuff.
was more shirts than anything else,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Do you remember all the guys dressed up in the fruit costumes?
Oh, yeah.
It was so funny.
I do
Oh,
remember
yeah.
those.
I love
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
commercials.
Commercials have really, no offense, become Gen Z
They're
humor.
stupid.
They have. Yeah.
Where it is the most random thing you can think of, do that.
Or it's a bit that they've been doing for 73 years.
Yes.
Or
Because that's
it's
what
like
they do now.
a pill that no one should be taking.
Sergantia flan.
And every time I saw this reel that cracked me up. It was this guy and this girl, and they're like, every medicine commercial when they tell you the side effects are death, and they're just like.
Yeah.
Like laughing and like happily petting their dog.
You might die.
You know, and they're
symptoms
like,
may include death.
Let me go golfing.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
I love it. It was actually really
a side
funny.
effect of this depression cure. It could be worse and more severe and more deadly.
It'll
Depression.
give you diseases you've never had before. This cures depression, but it could give you depression.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Depression, but worse.
And you know what? We have no way of knowing. That's why we're telling you.
Please
Commercials
keep in
are
touch with your
hilarious.
physician as you take these drugs. Oh man.
By that they mean they should be within arm's reach because it could go bad fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all downhill from here, my friend.
Yeah. Also, Jake, I have to say, you got very comfortable in your position when you don't know if that's going to be your position in a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Mhm.
I'm just pointing that out.
You, when I came over here and you're setting up, you know what you did, and I think you did it unconsciously, but I bullied you out
that's
of it
my spot.
subconsciously. Yeah,
No.
this whole thing's open, and we're over here,
He
and
went
he
to the
literally went here and put his cable on this seat, and I was like, hell nah, brah.
Yeah. Well, so that's my spot. That's like my
Is it?
normal seat on
Is
my
it?
on the couch. That's been my spot for a long time.
Is it?
You do live here,
Yes.
as it turns out.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's like
Then what's that couch for?
ask
That's
Chris.
an excellent question.
Chris, what's with the extra couches?
Because he normally sits here,
Oh.
not there.
Oh.
But that's okay. I'm fine with it. It's whatever.
I feel like
So-
if I
but like-
had that couch and I brought that couch,
If
I would use
brought
the couch.
Yeah.
that's
I would
fine.
use the couch.
I would
Uno,
lay.
okay.
I'd lay on it. You get a hole, and then you don't hurt your back. or
to
nothing.
be
Yeah.
fair, the coffee table's over here.
So what?
Well,
You got a belly, right? Like you could just put your laptop like this.
food. He
Bowl
likes
of popcorn.
he likes
You know popcorn. You know all about popcorn.
I know popcorn.
You know popcorn.
I know popcorn.
Y'all got popcorn up in here.
I know popcorn.
popcorn is a damn boy.
My favorite food is popcorn. I love that stuff.
Oh,
You
man.
know all about popcorn,
That's true,
okay?
that's
Bag of chips. Bag of chips.
Bag of
right
chip-
there on your belly.
Bag of
Right.
chips and
Right
popcorn.
there.
Belly chips.
Popcorn.
That's what I call
You
them.
got this little side table. You put your glass on it.
Slice of pie just right
Pie.
there.
Slice of pie.
Just right
Bag
there
of
on
chips.
top of the
Popcorn.
belly.
Popcorn pie.
Is that a thing?
Right, it should be.
That would be fun.
You know, so I said the other day.
Popcorn pie.
So I was at the Roslyn Farmers Market the other day, being yesterday, I guess, since it's on Sundays.
It is on Sundays, yeah.
That was yesterday.
I was up there and they have this guy there who makes kettle corn fresh there. And I was like,
Yes.
oh my God, it
Yeah.
smells so good.
Mhm.
And Kelsey's like, does it? And I was like, yeah, because it smells like popcorn. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, you do love popcorn. I was like, yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite foods.
Mhm.
I said, I get it from my dad.
Mhm.
It's one of his favorite foods. She goes, really? I was like, popcorn and peanut butter. That's the way to Bill Gerhardt's heart.
Good to know.
As
Good to know.
broken and, full of, his cabbage that got put in, all that stuff. That's the way to it. He had triple bypass, No,
I know
no, I'm
that,
saying-
but where does cabbage come into play?
it's an acronym.
Oh.
Cabbage is an acronym?
Yeah.
That's a long acronym.
It's not the full word cabbage.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Like it's the vowels aren't in it or whatever.
It's like, I can't remember if it's CABG or if it's just CBG, something
That
like
makes
that.
sense.
yeah.
But they call
okay.
it a cabbage.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
better.
I don't know what it stands for.
'Cause, like-
Cardiac something.
Because like
Probably.
acronyms are
We'll look it up
usually-
so we don't seem like we're stupid. We'll do it in just a minute. I digress. That was a weird rabbit trail, you guys. I was just trying to make a joke when I said that's the way to his heart.
Then you started trying to
'Cause it's
explain
broken.
yourself because we were.
It's a broken, and I just thought that was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny anymore. It's just sad. Anyways, she said to me, I want you to weigh in on this. She goes, popcorn and peanut butter. That sounds like, she goes, not together, right? That sounds like a weird combo. And I go, actually, that sounds fantastic.
Disagree.
You think it sounds
Hard
bad?
Disagree. Yeah, I think it would be bad.
okay.
I
so
Why?
it depends on the type of popcorn.
I don't think so.
Why would it be
I don't
bad?
think so. Well,
Peanut
actually,
butter and how would that be bad?
Do we need to try this right now?
I
you
want to
have
say
both?
there's a chance that
I
I've
do have
seen it.
both.
What are we? No, I'm just kidding.
Now the it's just microwave popcorn.
Oh,
So
it's second tier.
It is.
That's okay.
It is.
Third tier, maybe.
Almost.
It's better
but for
Almost.
a prototype, I think.
for
that's-
prototype.
It's also
okay.
it's also like Kroger.
It done been salted.
So it might be fourth tier.
No, fourth tier is movie theater. To be honest, it's addicting.
Really?
It's addicting. But if you 90% of the time can't get a hot batch, what are you even doing there?
So
Also, it's not real. Like it's not real
Hot-
butter.
it was either Instagram or
Hot
YouTube,
batch.
a
Well,
real
that's a hot
short,
batch.
whatever it was. There was a guy who was like, I'm going to find out if you can make movie popcorn at home. So he went to all the movie theater places in his town and was like, what are the ingredients that you use? And he found the oil that 90% of them use. He found the flavoring that 90% of them use. And he made it at home. And he was like, guys, I've done it. I've made movie popcorn at home. And so, yeah. So
I don't know. My dad does a whirly pop, and then with melted butter, salt, garlic, and Parmesan cheese, shakes it up in a bag.
yes, he does.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then I know
Yeah.
this is not everyone's thing, but my favorite thing that we put on popcorn, and it's a game changer, you guys, is nutritional yeast. So freaking good.
Is that what I've been eating?
Yeah, where you're like, what is that flavor? But it's good. It's nutritional yeast.
Oh, okay.
It is good.
Cool.
Shut up. You don't know. But you don't even like peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
What kind of peanut butter do you have? Because I feel like that matters too.
Skibby?
Come on, no, bro. Come on. Get out.
I like it.
Man,
It's better than Jif.
Nope.
Everything is better. The point is both those brands put sugar in it.
Yeah.
And that ruins peanut butter. You get the no sugar, the no stir, first of all, because what
Oh,
is-
yeah. No. Yeah.
what
no.
is that
yeah.
mess?
Yeah.
The problem I have with that is there's no way to do it.
No.
There's no good way to do it.
No, there's not.
I've tried all the ways.
Yeah. You really honestly have to dump all of it out into a different container.
You 100% do.
Yeah. Which
So,
ain't nobody got time
The
for
best
that.
peanut butter, and especially for
Is
price.
it Adams?
Adams no
Yeah.
stir.
No, that's what
Creamy.
I was thinking. Yeah.
Creamy.
No,
Creamy.
not crunchy. No.
Crunchy hurts my teeth. It's a texture thing.
If I wanted peanuts, I'd have peanuts.
I'd eat peanuts.
Yeah.
I don't want peanuts. I want peanut butter.
yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Is it wild how severely different those two things are?
No, because, and I say this, I am an almond fanatic. I cannot stand almond butter. That stuff is nasty. My husband loves it.
Yeah.
My kids like it. They're all like, "Why don't you like this? It's great." It's nasty,
It's
but I could eat
disgusting.
almonds all day.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So a little flipperoonie. Peanuts taste nothing like peanut butter.
Yeah. It's very interesting though.
I don't even like almond milk.
I like it.
I don't like almond milk.
I like it when they have like a little bit of vanilla added and in a bowl of honey bunches of oats.
No,
It
dude.
goes in cereal and that's it.
Cold
Oh yeah.
coconut
no.
milk
Yeah.
is far superior in cereal.
I don't know about.
I-
I'm thinking coconut water actually.
Yeah, coconut water's no. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
no,
That's a no.
because I've like there were periods of time when I was an athlete where it would be like coconut water hydration and I'm like
You know, the
I
only
don't
way
wanna.
I used to drink it, it actually makes me sick. Like it
Coconut water?
it doesn't
Yeah.
sit well with me. And if it's not like the iciest cold you've ever had it,
Yeah.
it's like you're drinking something that they wrung out of a dirty towel. It's just bad and warm.
Not good.
But Kelsey makes me this drink where she does like it's fresh lime. She'll do like a seltzer water. She puts in one of those elements, the
Yeah.
salt water, which are honestly that brand I love. The
Yeah.
other ones I'm like they're okay.
It's just spelled like LMNT.
It's LMNT.
Yeah.
And some people say LMNT, but she's always called it Element, so I thought that's what I don't know. What
Sure.
I don't know
Who
what it's
knows?
called. It's
Who
something
knows?
like that.
Yeah.
My favorite's the watermelon one, but the citrus one's awesome too.
Maybe I should
She
try
puts that with the coconut or with the seltzer water, lime, and then she'll just put like a splash of coconut water in it and like a little splash of OJ.
Maybe I
Best
should try
thing.
that.
Best thing ever. I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm on a resort in Hawaii. I just had like the best treat in my whole life. I'm like, hey, I'll sometimes be like, can you make me that special thing? I need that. I need that special thing that you make.
That's
It's my
fair.
favorite.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
What were we talking about? Popcorn?
Yeah, we were. But
yeah, we sure were.
rock, scissors, dynamite time. Ready? Rock, scissors, dynamite, shoot. Okay. Rock, scissors, dynamite, shoot. Rock, scissors, dynamite, shoot. Rock, scissors, dynamite, shoot. Oh, damn.
Twice.
You did it every time.
Scissors every
Why are
time.
you watching what I'm doing?
Because I'm full of strategery. That's why.
That's the grossest thing you've ever said. And
Is
I
that
don't know
your
why.
word?
When you
No.
said strategery, I got the instant image of McDonald's fries. I don't know why, and that's wrong.
I think you ought to explore that with
Strategery.
Your
the
therapist.
professional.
Guys, maybe we should just go get some fries. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
I
That's a
could
good
go for
point.
some
I mean,
fries.
we
I
could
love fries.
We could end the episode right now and just
We
go get some
sure
fries.
could.
Just say your words really quick.
Strategery.
No, I gotta go home, you guys. There's a blue moon tonight.
Blue.
I did hear there
I
was
like
a
that
super
song.
moon, right?
It's a blue moon. Yeah.
Hmm.
Celestial phenomenon. Won't happen again for another 3 years. They made it seem like it was going to be like a long time. I was like, it won't happen again until 2027? Oh, come on.
Oh.
I mean, I might be dead by then, but
Also,
maybe not.
Random
knows?
thought before I think I start this episode.
No, it's me for sure.
Shush. Do you remember?
No. Well, I might have a record actually.
No.
Gotta
Sarah,
be me.
No, you did it last because my word was second last time.
No one even knows what you're talking about.
However, so the big, well, you were out of town, so you didn't. You saw the thunderstorm.
Yeah.
I drove through that
You
thunderstorm
drove through it.
yesterday. Yeah.
I didn't even know it happened. I fell asleep and I slept straight through it.
You did not.
Yeah, 100%. I woke up in the morning and people were asking me about it. I was like, I had no clue that happened.
Yeah.
Hey,
Apparently, it was crazy.
I just didn't want to forget. So it's CABG, cabbage. And it's a surgical procedure used to treat coronary heart disease.
Oh, fun. Nice.
So it's a bypass. It's a graft that they do. They go around a blocked artery and connect it to a new artery, basically.
Well, that's
Oh,
fun.
interesting.
Yeah, but
That's
so they
fun.
just
I don't know why. I've heard them say they put a cabbage in.
It's an artery.
So in my mind, I've always thought, oh, they like put in a little thing. It's not like a pacemaker though.
No.
So it's not like a thing.
Is
Yeah.
it-
It's a procedure.
Is it a artery from someone who's?
I think it's
Or
your
is
own
it-
I think they just connect it to healthy ones.
gotcha.
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
not certain. But
That's fun.
both my dad and JoJo's dad have had, one had a triple. I think my dad had a quadruple, actually. He had 4, which is a big deal, apparently.
is a lot.
It's a
Yeah.
big deal.
That's a
a
lot.
lot.
That's a lot.
I don't even know how that all works.
Coronary artery bypass graft. That's what it stands
doctor.
for.
Fun.
Also, Sarah, you did in fact go first last time.
What
Sar,
makes you say that?
as our
he takes-
designated scribe.
He takes good notes.
Does he?
Yeah, because he was right.
That's a pun.
yeah.
Oh,
You're on your way
yeah,
to
I
being
got
a
it.
dad.
No. There's a few steps that
Are
need
you
to happen.
sure?
Yeah.
This is how it happens, I thought.
Ooh, but also,
You just make a dumb
but
joke.
also speaking of dad, I got to meet my nephew, little
Oh,
baby
John's
Ansel.
son.
Oh, yay.
I'm
John and
jelly.
It was
Son.
really.
We should go down there.
We
That'd be-
should.
that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. 1, I love them to absolute pieces.
Should-
2, they have a baby.
Should we drive down there on our way to get fries?
To Eugene, Oregon.
You know, I think I'm.
We
I
might
think
pass a
I'm
lot of
booked
fries on the way.
tonight. There are a lot of
fair.
fries on the way.
There are. Yeah.
You just wait.
Maybe that's like a way to make a road trip. Like you build in your stops around trying every
Fries.
different fry.
I love that. I'm into
I
it.
kind of wonder if I
I'm
would be sick
into
and
it.
tired of it though.
You guys,
I mean, you just get like a small. You
I
You
know.
get a small
I know.
fry each
That's
time.
fair. That's fair.
you
that's
guys,
fair.
it's only like 340 miles away.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
It's only like 6 hours.
It says 5
I've
hours,
done it.
13 minutes.
Yeah,
We could do that.
we
Just
could do
make
that
a day of it.
in a night.
Yeah.
Let's just
So-
pick like a Friday. Hey, did you just shower? I did. It smells great in here. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, it smells like shampoo. Like it smells.
Can't smell it to the podcast.
Too bad you can't smell it through the podcast. You know, Chris. You know, one of these days we're gonna have to get this fella a mic, huh?
We might
I love the guest appearance idea.
Guest appearance. It's gonna happen.
at some point whenever we
Well,
decide.
I appreciate
one
that
of
you
these
showered.
days.
That's great. It smells great in here.
Yes, you guys are welcome.
It's wonderful.
Content for your podcast.
We are welcome.
Yeah, we are welcome. Yeah. So, yeah. You know what that smell is? It's palpable.
Is that your nasty word?
Yeah, that's my word. Palpable. That's my word. Palpable.
Palpable.
And you know what's
Palpable?
disgusting about palpable?
So many things.
So many things. But it's like we've talked about, a word that's supposed to describe something that's at least good. Like, I mean, it's not like perfection, but it's at least like, hey, I can stand this. Like, it's not bad.
I don't agree with you.
What's the
Palpable?
What's the definition
If
of palpable?
something is palpable, that means like I'm thinking you're blending this with palatable.
I mean, I think
Palatable is something that you're accepting. Palpable, I think, is something that you can hold on to. Like it's something you can conceive.
maybe.
Like it's I
Could be
think
that.
so.
I think,
Can we-
yeah,
can
because I
we-
feel like people say
can
when
we
it's like the
define
tension
this?
in the room
The
was
smell
palpable.
was palpable. Like you just said, icky man. No, icky man.
Ick Man.
Write that down.
Honestly, I gotta put that in the merch ideas.
Yeah, that's
Ick
what-
man. And people will be
Man.
like, "What does that mean?"
Okay, here we go.
Ick man, man.
Okay, yeah,
I'm not
no,
gonna-
you're not. So
I think you were blending
adjective.
it with
Okay,
palatable.
Here, so of a
Conflating.
feel,
That's
of,
the word you were looking for.
Conflating. There
maybe
you go.
of a feeling or atmosphere so intense as to seem almost tangible, or 2, able to be touched or felt.
Yeah, like it's something you can
That's like exactly what we
hold
said.
on to. Yeah.
It's almost
Palpable.
as if.
So a palpable smell can't be good, even though that is a good smell. But to
But-
me,
but
the
it can
concept
be
of
good.
it can be. But like
Yeah.
when I hear it and I go, "Oh, a palpable smell."
Yeah, no,
That ain't a good one.
that's fair.
It was like
That's
tonight on my way. I'm leaving jujitsu with my children in tow.
Oh.
Almost got in a car wreck, by the way. Blindsided by the sun. I did not. That car came out of nowhere. I'm fine.
Were you potentially the one? At
I
fault?
was making a left turn. Yeah. But I looked and then I started to come out. When I looked, this car's. I'm like, oh God, okay, sorry, and
That's
I
fair. That's
was
fair.
able to
That's
get out of
fair.
the way.
It's happened to all of us.
The point being, suddenly, just a real palpable smell filled my car, and I was like, that's not great.
Which one of
Is
you
someone-
yin yangs
I
did
said,
this?
Phoenix, are you farting? And he says, that's just nature, Mom. It's not me. It's just nature.
It's just nature.
Is it? I was like, you mean this whole town smells like poop?
Do you know what
This
that?
isn't Bend, Oregon, you guys.
Do you know who that sounds like? Billiam. Sounds like
father?
it sounds like your father has
Sounds
taught
like
him
my
a thing
father.
or 2.
Guys, did you notice these kicks?
Yeah, you've had those for a little while, right?
I haven't. These belong to my daughter.
Huh. Nice.
Yeah. These are Isley's.
Oh, okay.
Do you like that?
But you do have green and white kicks.
Mine are white and they have green stripes. They're the classic Stan
Right.
Stan
Right.
not
Mhm.
Smith. Stan
Yeah, Smith.
Stan Smith,
Stan
right?
Smith,
Is that right?
yeah.
Mm.
Sounded wrong.
Um,
It's because it's close to Sam Smith and he's a singer.
I know.
That's
Well,
probably
it's
what you're
also
thinking.
close. It reminds me of I don't know why. I know he was a golfer, Stan Smith.
I don't actually know.
He did something. I don't know.
Let's say yes.
Anyways, very famous
Mhm.
tennis.
That would make sense.
I think it's tennis.
Tennis, yeah.
And they're a very, very classic
That's fair.
Adidas. My dad had the exact same pair
Mhm,
back in the
mhm,
80s.
mhm.
So the very same. I'm wearing his size
Good
10s
old
all the time. I'm just
80.
kidding.
Well, I've got my dad's Converse from the
You
90s.
do
that's
not.
impressive.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
impressive.
High tops, low tops.
High tops.
High
No
tops.
way.
Classic Chuck T's, yeah.
Classics.
That's
Little Chuck
like
Tays.
that's like Sandlot.
Yeah.
That's epic.
Yeah.
That's epic.
That is
They were from
cool.
his band days.
Wow.
Although you do
Wow.
know in the Sandlot, those are not Converse, right?
No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Just making sure you knew. Because they literally tell you what they are in the
I
show
know,
and they
but-
show you the logo.
yeah. But they're
They're
close.
like flyers.
yeah. PF Flyers, yeah.
PF Flyers,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Flyers.
Yep, yep.
Isn't
Guaranteed to
run
make
higher.
Yep.
Isn't that who
No,
wrote,
jump higher, run, faster.
Yeah. Guaranteed to make any kid jump higher and run faster.
PF Flyers.
Yeah.
Isn't that who wrote Mary Poppins? No? Okay.
What?
Never mind.
Is
That
this
was-
a joke
that
or
It was a joke.
Oh, Who wrote that?
That
I don't know.
was-
I don't like Mary Poppins.
I
I
don't
don't
actually
know.
remember. You don't like Mary Poppins?
I don't. I never have in my entire life.
I mean,
I don't like the remakes.
So sad.
Well, of the few minutes I
Like,
saw,
that's permissible, but like
I
the
didn't like it.
original is
my
creepy.
entire childhood.
The original,
So good.
the
I
original.
love
Growing
it
up
so
watching it,
much.
I was like, "This show is weird and scary." And why are all these old men
That's
like bullying
scary
children?
to you?
Yeah.
Of all your
Hey, I
offbeat
grew up
things
watching
that you
Chitty
like?
Chitty Bang Bang with the child catcher. I'm allowed to think anything Dick Van Dyke is in is terrifying. Anything.
So
She-
Night at the Museum wasn't it for you either then?
I watched it. It doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, like, it wasn't like bad. I won't go out of my way to watch it. I
That's
don't. I
fair.
couldn't quote you anything from it,
That's fair.
which is
that
saying
is
something.
saying
I-
something for Sarah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That is.
The
that
one
is.
thing I
That's true.
remember is the monkey hitting Ben Stiller
Yeah.
because my mom watching it, she was expecting the monkey to hit him,
Okay.
but when he hits the monkey, she was not expecting it to where she made the whole theater laugh because she out loud went ah, like out of just shock.
That's funny. Okay, finish the line. A dum dum.
Me want gum gum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
I was
it
giving her a
is.
chance.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I know that one.
You know it.
But Kelsey says that to me a lot.
That's
why.
fair. That's fair.
Mm.
She just
Hey,
says
dum
dum
dum.
dum dum want gum gum or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's close enough. Yeah.
So
So Kelsey's a fan of Night at the Museum.
I don't know. Actually, maybe.
Maybe.
I know she's seen it
Yeah, that's good.
clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, she might be impartial as
I don't
well.
know.
I'm not sure.
All I'm saying, Mary Poppins, very good.
It's
Very-
not. It's not a palpable movie for me.
I was going to work my word into there.
I don't want to touch it. I don't want to behold it,
You don't-
conceive it in any way.
You don't want that whimsical land of talking animals and flying merry-go-rounds to be.
It never spoke to me. There's a whole period of films made by Disney, like Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Mr. Whatever's Fish. What's that show called? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Mary Poppins. I don't like them. I just never have. When I was a
That's fair.
kid, I watched it going, I hate it. I don't want to see this ever again.
Mm.
And then I tried watching it again, I think a little while, and I was like, no. And then I thought maybe I'll like the remake. And then I went, no, it's a remake. It's
Yeah.
bad. I love Emily Blunt, so it's not
Yeah.
not like anything toward her. I think she did a good job.
then-
As far as remakes
Uh,
go, it was decent.
And then
but,
Lin
like,
Manuel Miranda, I
yeah,
believe.
so I have a little bit of a problem with him. Only because as far as the fact that like I think he's a terrible singer. So it's weird to me that he's known for that.
You're
Yeah.
not wrong. I think
He's a great writer.
he's
Stick
Yeah.
to that.
he's known for Broadway and writing. I
Right.
think everyone
But like
would
in
probably
Hamilton, I'd be like anyone else should
No,
have
yeah.
played him.
Yeah.
But like the writing was insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But could you not be in it?
Yeah. No. I don't disagree with that. And I think most people would also agree with you.
I mean, they might even agree. But
Yeah.
I mean, and I get sometimes that's not the point. The point isn't that you're the best singer on the stage. So I get that.
Yeah.
But he wasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
And there you go.
But when you do write something, you do have a little bit of leeway to say, you know,
Yeah.
for the
I'm
first
going to take the lead.
for the first few weeks, I'm gonna be Hamilton. After we're done,
Alexander Hamilton.
yeah.
All right.
After we're done, I'll pass it on to someone else. I'm fine with that. But first few weeks,
I'm curious. Honestly, it surprises me that you like Mary Poppins. I don't know why, it just does. What is your you grew up like this is the movie
Star Wars
for real?
that I liked.
That's like older though. Like Mary Poppins is clearly for children.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't
Oh, yeah.
know. I think. No, I'm not talking about Mary Poppins. I'm saying Star Wars. I think is for children. But like
Yeah.
when it originally came out,
I
would say
I don't
yeah,
know,
it
y'all.
was it was
Did you-
broadly sci-fi,
Every
but like
teenage boy from the 70s will
Okay.
tell you differently.
The first Star Wars movie, to an extent, was made for all audiences in mind. There are parts of the second and third movie that are clearly made for a certain demographic.
Okay. nerds,
And
basement nerds.
And yeah.
I mean, I like Star Wars, so
Sure.
I'm not like
Yeah.
dibs on
Oh yeah.
anything.
No,
But Phantom Menace, that's for kids. Straight up Jar Jar.
Oh yeah,
Binks.
no,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no, no.
Faces.
There was a clear demographic for the
Oh, yeah.
prequels. But no, Star Wars I would watch over and over. Like,
We
yeah,
did.
Mhm.
Honestly,
over
what's weird?
and over.
I saw
Yeah.
Phantom Menace so many times.
No, but I would watch the originals.
My brothers were super
over
into
and
the
over.
originals,
Yeah.
so I didn't really
Mhm.
care about them
I
that much.
for sure had a birthday party when Phantom Menace came out though in 1999. Like that was themed pod, like episode 1, all that kind of stuff. I remember we were on a vacation and I knew that the DVD was coming out that weekend that we were on vacation. And so we bought it on vacation and watched it on vacation.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think
Yeah,
that was
fanatic right there a
mostly-
little bit.
mhm,
That's
mhm.
interesting.
Yeah.
But those were like your quintessential childhood movies.
Yep. No, I
Or
would
Star
watch
Wars
those all the
movies?
time. My sisters, it would either be Anne of Green Gables, Little Women, or
Which Little Women
the original like one from
with like Elizabeth Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then White Christmas. They would watch White Christmas like all the time. But anyway, I'm trying to think if there was what other movies I watched constantly when I was a kid.
The
But-
fact that you had a Star Wars birthday makes me think of another youth-related movie question. Are there any other movies that you specifically associate with birthdays? Because for me, Megamind, I got on DVD for like my 11th or something birthday.
He's so young.
Although killer movie
I was gonna say,
for sure.
I don't even care. I will
I
stand
still
by
haven't-
that
I
movie
still haven't
till I
watched
die.
It. I still
What?
haven't watched it.
But-
No, I haven't watched it. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
But
Sorry.
that's
I
one of
quote
those
that thing
movies. Oh my,
daily.
it's so good.
I don't even.
I'm your space dad. I know he does it more. He does it more like I'm your space dad.
He's trying to be
That's
like
what
Marlon Brando on Superman. Okay, the OGs don't even. That is really funny.
But no, because I like got it for one of my birthdays, and I distinctly remember like having my birthday party.
Yeah.
Like I got this movie, and then I sat down like for the slumber party part with my cousins afterwards, and
Yep.
we watched Megamind and went to
Nice.
sleep on my living room floor.
That's fun. I think some friend did Napoleon Dynamite as a birthday party.
oh,
I
those
think.
were big birthday parties
Mhm.
when we were young, or Nacho Libre.
Yeah, Nacho
really big.
Libre. I guess wasn't invited to
We
those.
were in high school at that point, but yeah.
I think also getting closer to high school, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I think was another one that there were people that were just
Yeah.
fanatics
Oh,
over.
yeah.
My sister, that's like one of her all-time
Yeah.
favorites.
Mhm.
Growing
Yep,
up,
yep.
I just didn't get it. I wasn't into it.
I still don't think I've watched that movie all the way
I've
through.
seen it
don't-
again multiple
yeah.
times as an adult, and I have to say, I know it's like super unpopular opinion, but I'm like, I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
It's just like
it is quotable. It
Oh, yeah.
and it is clever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't need to watch it. I'm good.
it's just super dry
Yeah.
British humor from
Mhm.
the 70s.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
One of mine is The Sandlot for sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Over and over and over again growing up. That kind of was my childhood, was The Sandlot. So we had little gangs of kids. Actually, it was filmed near my grandma's house.
Oh, that's fun.
So I don't know. That movie was a pretty big deal
That's cool.
for us growing up,
That's
for
cool.
sure.
Yeah.
And I actually grew up watching a lot of like classic cinema, so black and white movies.
Sure.
So
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
for me, childhood looks like Jerry and Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, or the Marx Brothers. Some of my all-time favorites. I love anything with Cary Grant or with Jimmy Stewart. We had a video store in the town I grew up. We had like normal, Blockbuster. There was
Yeah.
a few like not.
Do you know
as
what those are?
Yes. I spent a lot of time in Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were talking about this. I miss those days. It was like such an
Yeah.
event to
Yeah.
go and peruse, and you had to
Yeah.
like pick your movie, and you had to choose, and you'd go.
A
And,
movie night when you got to go to Blockbuster was awesome. I also enjoyed it when I started getting older, being able to rent video games. Like that was
yeah,
really,
you
Yeah.
that
could
was
too,
that was
which
super
I think
fun.
is really smart. Anyways,
Yeah.
Well, we had this one video store though that it had some newer stuff, but over half the store
Was older.
was all black and white, like old timey stuff. That was my favorite video store because
Nice.
they also kind of like a library. You could get like way more there. Like some video stores, it was like 5. You could get like 5 discs, and that was it each time. There, you could get like 30. Not that we would, but like I would get stacks,
Yeah.
and my mom and I would just consume these
Oh, that's cool.
old movies, and
Nice.
they're funny. We were like big Little Rascals family.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're dumb, but like I grew up on Three Stooges.
Yep. Yep.
Just
yep,
all
yep.
sorts of really, really old stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's like even like for film classes, I had to watch some of those old classics and some of the musicals, especially. I took a class on musicals, but it's like some like It Hot and like some of those old ones, or like the original Sing in the Rain. I was like, I thought I wouldn't like it because I thought
That
it'd be
movie's
super cheesy, but
phenomenal.
it's so good.
There's a
the
reason
thing-
why that's
old
so
film,
classic. Yeah.
old cinema, even stuff that isn't a musical that you think growing up, oh, it's going to be boring. The thing is, like, they had nothing to go off of but a script and lighting.
Yeah.
Well, they had everything to lose
For sure.
because like it was a new medium that you really didn't necessarily like. I mean, like by that
There was
by
no
that
precedence.
time, yeah.
Like, they didn't have anything to base it off of.
And so there was so much room for experimenting, and
Yeah.
it wasn't all about the money.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
it was, let's make a good story, and
This is art.
so happened to get paid
you
by
have to
it.
you have to
Yeah.
think this
Yeah.
is coming off the backs too of like all of the gigantic art movement of like the 20s,
Yeah.
right? So they're coming off of like Hemingway,
Right.
and Fitzgerald and all these writers who had these really deep things to say in a way no one had ever done it before. Really quite interesting, and now you get to show people. Like, this is crazy.
Well,
I mean, I
and
know they
also-
had pictures back then too,
Yeah,
but they're different.
But then you also had like all the radio dramas that like
Oh, I
that
love
was
those.
a
I used to rent those from
super
the
long-
library. They're
yeah,
great.
Yeah, you had that for so long, and this was basically that on steroids, where
Yes.
you like. I mean, eventually once they were able to figure out audio and video,
You know,
of
they
course,
had
but-
some movies, and you can see it when you're like, "Oh, this is an adaptation of a play."
sure.
That it still felt like a
Yeah.
play on film, but it was
Yeah.
so good. Like one of my all time favorites. And then in high school, when I was in a theater school, I actually read the play because I was like, "This is kind of a cheat," because you'd have to do like reports on them and stuff.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a cheat because I had seen the movie a million times.
Mm-hmm.
But is Arsenic and Old Lace
Okay.
with Cary Grant's in that one?
Got it.
Guys, it's so freaking good. You need to see it. It is phenomenal. It's hilarious. It's like these two little old ladies. They run a boarding house where they like lonely old gentlemen that have no family come to stay there. And when they find out they're lonely, they think that they're doing a nice thing by putting them out of their misery and poisoning them. And then they have a son or a nephew who's like kind of crazy, and he thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt. And when they need to get rid of a body, they go, "Another one died of yellow fever. You need to bury him in the Panama Canal," which is in their basement. And then their other nephew, who isn't crazy and he's trying to get married and leave this crazy town, is Cary Grant. And he's like, he finds out what they're doing, and he knows they're just sweet and they're not trying to be murderers, serial killers. And so he's trying to help cover it up, and like, but then this criminal comes to stay there and use their house as like a way to dispose of a body. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's so great. And like this, you can't, like, there are no plots like this these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like, and everyone in it is gold.
Yeah.
Why has no one remade that movie?
Because I'd be upset.
I mean, that's fair.
But two, you're right though. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
they're looking at all these things now that they're making, and it's garbage.
Yeah.
And they're just remaking stuff. I'm like, that was made 5 years ago. Why are
Yeah.
you remaking it?
Right.
When
Right.
back in like the 30s and 40s, guys, the stories. One of my other Bringing Up Baby, another Cary Grant. He's with, I think he's with Katharine Hepburn in this one. And they she has a pet leopard. And it's named Baby, and it like gets loose, and it's causing all this like mischief. And I'm like, these storylines are amazing.
Yeah. Or even just like, I feel like people don't play with the medium as much anymore when they're
No.
making it. Like,
Not at
all.
you think of, I mean, one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, Alfred Hitchcock. No, they don't make a movie like Rear Window anymore,
No.
which is so creative. Like, we're going to put a guy, he's stuck
You
in this
think
room.
it'd be
and the
boring,
whole, you
but it
would.
wasn't.
It
Yeah.
wasn't.
I
no.
watched it. It's not
so
boring.
compelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just have to say, there has never ever been a leading lady like freaking I lost her name. I had it in my head a second ago.
Aubrey
She's-
Hepburn?
No,
Or
no, not Aubrey. I love Aubrey, but
Yeah.
no. She was Princess of Monaco.
I
Frickin'.
don't have the name.
Anyways, she's in Rear Window.
Hmm.
And her in this film, she like walks into his room at one day
Mm-hmm.
because he's stuck in his chair and he sees her and I'm like, has there ever been a more beautiful woman than this? Like, oh, it's Kelly, Grace Kelly. You guys, they don't make women like that. Like I'm looking at it, I'm like,
Is that what Mika based Grace Kelly the song off of?
it might be.
It must
She
be.
was she
Yeah.
married the Prince of Monaco. She was Grace Kelly, the Princess of Monaco.
Huh.
Yeah.
Hmm. Fun.
She's very popular.
Nice.
Ugh. She walks into this room and I'm just like, oh my God, this woman. And he's just there in his like chair looking all. I'm like, I love Jimmy Stewart, but
Yeah.
That's funny.
anyways, these movies were palpable.
Yeah, they are
Palpable.
palpable. Mm-hmm.
They meant something.
Yeah.
They carried weight.
Mhm.
That word is, you know why it's bad?
Yeah.
It has so many freaking like P's and B's and like L's. These are all the worst letters.
Yeah, it's not good. It's
Blah,
not
blah,
good.
blah.
Yeah, really bad consonant combos.
Yeah, there's lots of
Let's use the
Blah,
icky
blah,
ones.
blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Papa.
That's like exactly what you say when you're like mocking someone in that way. Like,
Yeah, papa. Oh, you say papa is so funny.
Yeah. That's what that jerk said to me on the back of that tram that one time. I told you guys about that, right? When he was
I'm
like
sure, but
mocking
say it
me to
again.
my face in the
Did
middle of a
you?
thunderstorm.
Why don't you tell us again? Because I don't remember.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Yeah.
I remember it.
It was the worst day I had in that parking lot, and it was a thunderstorm
That
right on top
parking
of
lot
us.
being Walt Disney World.
Yeah, the fourth largest in the world. Yeah,
Wait, fourth largest parking lot in the world?
in the world. Yeah,
Parking lot?
beaten out only by airports and one mall.
Are you kidding me?
That's not surprising, but that's
That's
impressive.
a big
It
old
is
parking
impressive.
lot.
Yeah. I've been in that parking lot.
I haven't, but that's because you'll have to kill me to get me to Florida.
You're not wrong.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's
Just
fair.
saying.
Anywho, yeah, no, it was, I clock in for my shift and we knew it was coming, and then it came. Thunderstorm right on top of, but like normally they would kind of pass
Right.
over us,
Right.
like or by us, but this one was like a direct hit. Like my experience of it was worse than when we caught the edges of a hurricane that came through. It was like I was legitimately afraid of getting struck by lightning.
I remember the hurricane because you were talking to us and we were like, oh no.
Yeah,
We were really worried
We were
about you.
recording. Were we recording?
Did we
during the
Or was, no.
Was
Actually,
it before?
yeah.
It was before. It was like the day of, and it was supposed to come that night
oh,
Yeah.
or
yes.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
definitely,
I
yeah,
remember
that definitely
that.
happened.
Yeah.
Weird.
But anyway, yeah. So terrible weather, and when it's like that, when you're on the tram as your position, you can't switch. Normally, you switch after 3
Right.
laps.
That's right.
But you're not allowed to switch because you're not allowed to go outside. You
Yeah.
have to be undercover.
Undercover. yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which ultimately, other safety questions. It's like, so if that's the case, is it anyway?
Let's not question
But
Disney. Bad things happen.
yeah, exactly.
listening.
But so I pull my position and it's on the back of the tram versus being you want to be in the cab so that you get like the heater and you're not in the rain. So I'm out there in the rain. Not only that, I'm like dealing with the chaos of, everybody left all at once because suddenly it started downpouring.
Right.
So everyone's leaving all at once. There's so many people, and then we don't have our support positions either out in the field to help us manage the people. So everyone is running everywhere. It's chaos, like difficult to manage people. And then on top of that, it's the normal problems of helping people get to where they need to go. It's a big parking lot. People get lost. So everyone's just chaos. And I get this guy on the back that doesn't know where he parked. And he told me that when he got on. And he had like a heavy accent. I don't know where it was from. But it was like English, not the first language here. So, which in those situations, I'm also like, I recognize that these people are trying. Sometimes they don't recognize that I am trying my best to understand and be understood and help through the language barrier. But so there's like confusion. He's like, so do I get on? Do I not? And I'm like, it's raining. I don't want you to like end up figuring out you need to get on and then like wait in the line twice. So I'm like, just get on. And we like do a lap and he doesn't see his car. And so then by the time I had told him multiple times, I'm like, okay, this is the best place to get off. Like, even if you don't know this is where you should get off, like we're about to go back, you should get off here. and doesn't get off. And then by the time he realizes we're going back to where we started, just blows up at me in English. Like suddenly he like knows enough
He's
English
fluent.
to mock me,
Yeah.
but not to take my directions. But yeah, just lit me up.
So he was mad at you, or he was making fun of you?
He was mad. Well, he was mad at me, and I'm sitting there like.
But then he started belittling you.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I'm sitting there trying to apologize. I'm like, I'm trying to help, but I've also got all these people like, and there's a brainstorm right on top of us. And as I'm saying that, he's just going me. Like, what do you think? Like, I'm trying. That's the other thing. I had a baby with him, and I'm like, yeah, you have a baby. I don't have a baby. You made that decision. But he's like, I have a baby here. I
don't have a baby.
I was close to just leaving.
That's fair.
I was close
You
to
made
just
that decision.
jumping out of that tram and going up to my coordinator and being like, I can't right now. You're going to have to find someone to fill in for a little bit because, oh, man. And it wasn't like I wasn't getting like heated, but I was just like done.
Yeah.
I was like, I was
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to cry. I was like, the rain hides tears. And I soldiered on.
You're crying.
I'm not crying. This guy is crying.
This guy's crying, but yeah.
Yeah.
But then I
guys.
soldiered on, and then later, I had a really good interaction, and I got one of my bracelets, so
Nice.
that was fun. Anyway,
That's cool.
that was my terrible night in the
Yeah,
parking lot.
That's fair. That sounds like a horrible night.
It seems like a perfect night to dress up like Elvis.
Jake,
Get a little bit tipsy. I don't know if those are the words.
Yeah.
It just felt right.
It's
That's
not
great.
Elvis.
Yeah.
It's dressed up like hipsters, but
I would much rather dress up like Elvis.
I don't know. Dressing up like hipsters would be fun.
It's
pretend
not
you're
because
like a pretentious dork.
we already did that. That was like
But now
that
it's
was cool.
vintage. But now it's
Now it's
vintage.
not cool. That used to be how cool kids dressed. Okay.
hipster is now vintage.
Remember when everyone wore fake glasses
Yeah.
and slouch beanies?
Yeah. Well, I used to wear the slouch beanies,
I
but
had a slouch beanie too.
yeah.
I had a slouchy slouch beanie, like the
Yeah.
slouchiest.
Mhm. Yeah.
The slouchier
I never
the beanie,
I never got that far.
the cooler
I never
you
I
were.
not I never got that far, but yeah. I still have
Anyways.
some of my slouch beanies. You want to rate palpable?
Oh, I've got to rate.
You need to rate it.
I've got to rate it. Palpable.
Palpable.
It like kind of pops and bounces. Disgusting, in it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like disgusting.
Yeah.
I like
I was
disgusting
gonna rate
for that.
disgusting. I was gonna say I am glad that there is the word palpable
Mm-hmm.
because I think like when you, especially, I think the most common way I've heard it used is like when your fear is palpable.
Yeah.
And I love
wouldn't
that you can
rather,
describe that.
Wouldn't you rather use tangible though?
No, because I
No.
hate that word too.
Okay.
Tangentially. I don't like any of these words, guys. All words are gross.
What
no,
are you rating
I
it?
don't. I'd rate it disgusting.
Tangible
It's
feels
pretty
a
bad.
little bit softer than palpable.
It also
like-
palpable feels like there's more malice behind it.
Yeah.
It's
Or
like,
just
I don't,
more intense. Like
Yeah.
it feels like you're
it's like,
really
this is
articulating
tangible,
the
but
intensity.
it was palpable.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
to use that word, you're like you mean it.
yeah. No,
you
that's
know?
fair. That's fair.
It kind of reminds me of like, you know, when you're driving through the pass and the clouds are just low that they're like hugging your car and you're like, the freaking sky is like, it kind of feels like that. It's oppressive
Mhm.
and I don't like it.
It's got a
And
weight to it.
I'm claustrophobic and that word makes me a little claustrophobic.
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
Oh, I am, yeah.
Hmm.
It's not horrible, but yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
That's why I don't like my
I think most
legs
people.
under blankets.
Oh,
It bothers me.
Huh.
It's so tight.
anyway, disgusting. I'm gonna rate mine disgusting. Yeah,
Pretty
Mine, yeah.
disgusting. It
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
Pretty disgusting.
icky.
You know what I think is worse, more disgusting than disgusting?
What is it?
I'd wager a.
You'd gander something.
I started to say that and I realized
Take a
it was wrong.
gander.
Anyway, milky.
It's not great.
Yeah.
So my dog's getting old.
Yeah,
and
that's
his,
one of.
and his eyes are getting milky.
I hate that.
Ah,
Oh.
it's so
Like it's just
icky.
sad for
Yeah.
one
It
thing,
is
but
sad,
it's also
like,
like
I'm like,
I
oh,
haven't
blink,
noticed.
like clear it out.
Yeah.
I haven't
Nasty.
noticed that.
Have you Scout?
Mm.
Yeah, his eyes are like they're getting a little milky, right in the. It's right over
Yeah.
the pupil, so you could really tell.
Yeah.
And you're just like, ooh, that looks yucky.
Uh oh.
It's like
Yeah.
anything other than like milk, a milkshake. Anything else is super gross if it's milky.
It's very true. You're like, how's your
Ugh.
chicken?
Milky.
It's got that. It's creamy. It's got creamy
it's
vibes,
got- yeah,
right?
It's really close. But
Where
it's
you're like, how was your day? Milky.
why is my chili milky? Ugh.
It reminds me of have you seen the comedians? I think it's more than one on Reels where they're talking about like, don't we have enough milks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're
Oh, yeah.
talking about, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
Classic bit.
you're the weird one walking
Yeah.
around trying to milk everything. Like that's what milky makes me think of.
Is-
I wonder if those almonds are milky.
Is there a way
Why?
to use milky in a positive way?
I feel like only
Milk?
if you're a surfer. I feel like
No.
only a surfer could pull it off.
I still would be like, could you not though? But
Like, bro, I was pitted, and then I hit a sick barrel and a floater on the top. Freaking milky, dude.
milky. Yeah, I could see that, but I hate it. I still think they need to go with like Tang.
You said it last night. I was staying by it till the day
Yeah,
I die.
Tang.
Tang rocks.
I don't know. It just doesn't taste like oranges to me. Tastes like
It's not
crushed up
It's not
vitamins.
supposed
It's
to
not
take.
supposed to.
It
It's
says,
not.
you
No.
know those vitamins we had growing up?
Which?
Powdered? That's Tang. It's vitamins.
Oh, maybe yeah.
Although I am a Nesquik fan. If we're talking
Nesquik.
things you
Okay,
powders you
well,
mix into your
yeah,
milky
you're talking
things.
about something that's not real.
Something that's not real. I'm a Nesquik. I'd choose Nesquik over Hershey any day.
If I'm a
Yeah.
Ness, I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
Ness quick.
When I had chocolate milk, it was Nesquik. If it was Hershey's, I didn't want it. Rubbish.
Well, I always just did the chocolate syrup into
Which
a
is
glass
Hershey's.
of milk.
That's
That is
Hershey's.
Hershey's.
What I'm
Oh,
saying is like
yeah.
chocolate syrup on ice cream. Okay,
Yeah.
chocolate syrup in your milk. That's a no-no. They wanted you to, but I was like, no.
We were kind of 50-50. I think if we didn't have the Nesquik powder, we would use the Hershey's.
We were that family that bought the like Costco size Nesquik
Yeah.
bin,
Yeah.
like the big old bin.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you know
Yep,
how
yep,
many
yep.
scoops I would put in mine?
3, 4, 7.
Closer.
Okay.
I'm like, if you didn't get like an inch at the
Yeah.
bottom of something to eat later, it's a drink and a snack. It's milky.
That's
Oh,
not us. Yeah.
We eventually switched to just like chocolate milk in a carton.
That's the best kind.
And
It's thick,
that's the best way to
it's
go.
delightful.
Yeah.
It doesn't separate. And
Yeah.
it's not a weird powder that you can't really define.
Yeah.
Okay, did I tell you I told you my sad dessert, right? This is what girls eat in high school when they're sad over dumb boys.
This is girl dessert
This is girl dessert. No,
instead of girl dinner.
I don't know where if I came up with this or a friend of mine did, but then anytime a friend was like sad, I'd be like, come, I will make you special. I don't even know what I called it. Special thing. And we always had ice cream at my house, usually like cheap vanilla bean or whatever.
Mhm.
Briars.
Yeah, like something cheap. Vanilla ice cream.
Mhm.
Chop up bananas into it.
Mhm.
A packet of hot chocolate.
Oh.
And then you mix it
Mhm.
up and it looks like cement. It looks disgusting.
No, it's
Best
good.
thing
No,
you ever ate in your life.
Yeah.
When you mix up that ice, make your own soft serve.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's different.
It is. Yeah.
It's different. And
That is
honestly, you know
different.
what? We weren't sad anymore. And that's when my unhealthy relationship with food was at
Started.
its crux.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, it didn't start. It was well before that.
Oh, okay. Great.
It was back when I used to did I have like a bag of Tootsie Rolls under my pillow growing up? In a drawer of ketchup? What's wrong with me?
I forgot about
My ketchup drawer.
I was gonna say
Guys, I'm not sure why I'm alive.
I don't remember that.
I have that same thought frequently. You didn't remember
My ketchup
that
drawer
didn't
story?
stick with you?
No.
How I used to
as
just
a-
eat them?
No, I do remember that
Because
you
back
used
in the
to
day
eat
when you
them.
go get McDonald's, they'd give you like a
Yeah.
a freaking
they
hand.
don't
Now
care.
you have to ask for a napkin and they give you like one.
Yeah. No, they did that. But
They're like, do you want any sauce? I'm like, yeah, I want half the bag full of sauces like it used to be in the good
But-
old days. And they'll give you like one barbecue
But-
sauce.
yeah, I didn't know you had a drawer.
I did.
Oh.
Secret.
Yeah, because that's something you should keep secret.
I have a secret. Now, did anyone find out about that secret?
Yeah, we did. Unfortunately.
Well, clearly.
all of you did,
It's
family.
called friendship. Get some.
Did any of your family
what?
find out?
That's exactly how this relationship goes. It's you going, Friendship. Get some. I'm just here like, okay, I will
I'd be
come to your
like, do you
house.
want to be best
I'll
friends?
I'll come to your house half the
No?
days of the week.
Thanks. I appreciate
All of
it.
them that end in Y.
I
Oh,
invited
man.
you. I didn't make
That's
you
true.
come.
That's true.
Did I rig your GPS to only lead you to my house no matter where you're going? Yes.
That's why it took me so long to get home yesterday.
Yeah.
Damn it. Like,
It kept telling me to turn around. It kept telling me to.
you know where he ended up?
Your house. Mm-hmm.
You know.
I do.
You were there.
I was there.
Why were you?
did it to you
Why are you
too.
guys at my house all the time? Guys,
Milky is not good.
you know what?
Milky.
I just don't like it. So here I'm gonna rate it vile. Here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one thing that comes to my mind, surprisingly, isn't milk. When I was in high school, you know, I went to performing arts school. I was on tech teams and art teams, things like that. And I would spend hours painting sets. And we would get a lot of supplies that were like leftovers from like construction sites and things like that. Cheap that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And have you guys ever heard of milk-based paint?
No.
I don't know that this is real. This is just what I was told it was. This is a milk-based paint. I'm like,
Who told you?
the people there working. I don't know.
At the construction site? They were pulling your chain.
Are you
They were
sure?
pulling your leg.
I know. Look it up.
Yeah, look it up. But honestly, that sounds like something a construction person would like tell a high school student.
Yeah, they would probably then tell you, they'd let you know that your blinker fluid is out.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
The Real Milk Paint Co. Our milk paint is environmentally friendly. How to use milk paint? Milk
When
paint
were they
colors.
established?
Why does that matter?
Because-
I'm not that old. Let me
Hey,
see.
you and I are same age, so
They say half and half. That's gross.
do you like your paint 2% or half and half?
Oh, I'm a whole paint sort of guy myself.
In 1995, you jagweeds.
I don't think construction sites would be using.
Here's the thing. Shh. Shh. Just shush. Just shut your face.
You know, that's a fair point.
Just shut your
Yeah.
beautiful face.
I don't think you had previously considered that, Cameron. You should really run that through.
Okay.
I have it. I'll add it to
I
my
digress. Whether
plans.
this was actual milk paint or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were just saying. I have no idea. I also don't know if this happens to milk paint. But this paint separates, it gets old, whatever. This can was old, and I opened it, and there was such a smell.
the milk went bad.
I can smell it. And there was like the whole paint had kind of hardened, but then like there was just like this milky thing left over at the top. And like I tried to mix it and I was like, no. Have you ever heard of like, no, I'm not going to say it because that's a good word and it's mine. Anyways, that's what I think of when I think of milky. I think about opening
Yeah.
up those old freaking paint cans from God knows when.
No.
Backstage, mind you, in this little black hallway. It's the crossover tunnels. I don't know if you've been on stage, you know what that is. It's how you get from one stage to the other without being seen. Crossover tunnel back there was like full of supplies, which is stupid when people are running around in the
Yeah.
dark.
Oh, yeah.
It's fair.
But we had some paint stored back there, and I'm opening up in this little tunnel, and I'm like, and that milky is vile. It's vile.
That reminds me of something, one of my favorite memories of when I worked at the county. So one of our jobs was helping the paint striping crews, right? This massive truck that
Yep.
paints the
Yep.
lane lines on
Yep.
the roads.
Yep.
And so when there was problems with the paint guns on that, they would sometimes have to like clear jams and stuff, and they would have a 5-gallon bucket that they would let shoot down so you're not just making a big paint mess. So we were cleaning out one of our little pickup trucks the other day that we used to run around behind the striper truck. And my dear friend Phoebe, who I miss dearly, she sees one of these buckets and she opens it up and it looks like water, which like we also use like water buckets to clean signs and stuff. So she thought it was that. And
Oh,
it
no.
was paint that had like separated like that.
Oh,
like it was
no.
water based. So it, like the
Yeah.
water had separated on top. So she just goes to dump it out and just tosses a full 5-gallon bucket of paint on the ground.
Oh, no.
And I mean, we have like protocol for like when there's a spill, and so like it became a whole thing. I'm like, I just turned around, there's paint all over the ground running towards a drain. I'm like, Phoebe, what did you do?
Oh,
She's like,
Phoebe.
I thought it was water.
Oh, Phoebe.
Like, oh
Smelly
man, it was
paint.
so funny though.
Smelly paint.
That's the thing. I was like,
are they keeping you?
didn't you smell it? Do you not have a sense of smell, Phoebe?
It's all your fault.
It's all your fault.
Oh, Phoebe.
And then it was funny because then the stuff, it was like sawdust kind of stuff that we used.
Was she named after Phoebe from Friends?
I doubt it, but I don't know for sure.
Because that would be an instance of naming someone, like fulfilling a prophecy of like what like your name is going to make your child this personality. I'm going disgusting.
So
That's
funny.
not a good word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's vile for me.
Yeah,
It's
that's fair.
pretty- yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Ugh.
Yeah. Sarah.
You guys, at this point in the episode, we're at the precipice.
The tension is palpable.
That's my word.
Oh, precipice.
Yeah.
Precipice.
Just say it. I'm not going to press any piss. That one or otherwise.
Precipice. Yeah.
It's like a terrible carnival game.
That's what I was just, or
I have
some weird 50s product.
Whack-a-mole or precipice. Your choose. Either way,
I'm-
you can win.
Here, get yourself a can of precipice.
I've never heard that. I will never be able to unhear that. Sarah, you are the worst.
Get yourself a can.
Get yourself a can.
You're
of-
not my favorite right now.
I gotta get the other lens. Hold on. And now he's been precipice.
Oh.
Precipice.
Guys, what does it have to do
I'm about
with
to
like the apex? You know, the
I thi-
top. You're at the height of it.
I think Cameron's precipiced off.
He is so precipice.
I'm done. I'm
You want to just rate it? You want to rate that
yeah,
word?
that's vile.
Yes.
That's just wrong.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
just
I gotcha.
Sure.
Kazinga.
Surely vile. Surely vile, for sure.
Shirley
At
does think it's
why?
It's
Why?
pretty.
at
It's
least?
pretty dang bad, isn't it?
It wasn't before.
Wasn't it?
No.
Say it again.
You made it worse.
Say it again.
Precipice.
And here we are at the precipice of all we've ever known,
No, I know.
all
word's
we've ever
ruined.
seen.
It's ruined for me.
It's
I don't-
ruined.
It's ruined.
It's room for
Next
me.
episode already, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruined.
Ruined.
Yeah. I'm sad now.
I'm sure.
There
What's his
anything-
face? What's his name? The
Fred.
No, the
Gerard Butler.
Clients.
No.
Figlantery.
The
Clive Babineau.
the Planet Earth, the nature documentary narrator guy.
Babylon McDuff.
David Attenborough.
Yes, there
David,
it is.
he's at the precipice.
I'm sure he said it.
At some point in
At some
one
point.
of the
That
planet of
feels
the
like-
Earths
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
Here we are at the precipice of human life. At the very poles.
You know what I found out recently? This reminds me because I don't know what series it is, but it's another David Attenborough series. And Jojo was watching it the other day to distract himself while I was giving him a tattoo. And this particular episode is on like sound, like
Oh,
the
sure.
sounds in nature and all this stuff. So it was really fascinating. But also it highlighted some things to me because, you know, they have these amazing microphones now and ASMR is like such a big thing. I hate ASMR. I have found.
Yeah.
Sounds bother me. I did not know this about myself. So when all those videos now of like people doing things and everything's like on all and they're like opening stuff, I'm just like, no. And I can't. So I'm also feeling like I'm kind of part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Piss.
you're part of the problem.
You just precipiced herself.
Yeah, I don't have to, Supret. I went before I came.
That's good.
Well, I'll press a piss and
Well, drop me at the top and call me a precipice.
will drop me at the top and press my piss. I don't know what that means.
Can we pronounce around now, please?
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. I'm starting to get tired. I'm starting to be done.
Do it.
Uh,
He's not into it. Don't laugh anymore.
I'm sorry.
pronounce around.
Pronounce around.
Pronounce around.
Palpable.
Just get it out there, buddy.
Palpable.
I hate it. You became a 3-year-old version of yourself.
Yep.
It's like a ghost. Just
Yep.
came on in here and
Yep.
said those things.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm going to do it too. Palpable.
Ew. Papa Bo.
Yeah, I like that one.
No, you didn't. Admit it.
I like that one and the fact that I don't like that one.
Oh, got it. It was unlikable.
Yeah.
Which is the point.
Which is the point.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. You remember your words?
Yeah. I was thinking of something else.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Well,
Okay.
stop it.
Anyway, okay, fine. Malky.
Ew, why'd you say Malky? You know better.
You know why.
You know better.
You know why.
Julian? 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 Is it my turn? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I wondered why your mic was down. You
Yeah,
should-
it's your turn.
Milky?
Milky!
How did he want it? What did you want?
Milky!
Hey, how did you want your
I
coffee?
hate that.
Milky!
It's terrible.
You're welcome.
Yikes.
Guys, it's the only reason why... No, I know this isn't true, but I'm just going to say it because it was funny in my brain. The only reason why you guys keep me on this show is for my pronounce around.
That's not the
No.
only
I know.
reason.
I know, I
You
know.
also do
No.
all the hard work.
That's You're not wrong. It's fair. Although coming up with descriptions are hard. I actually trying to find a way to use AI to upload our audio file to then listen to it and then create a description, but I'd have to pay. I
Oh,
didn't
that's
want-
dumb.
Yeah, so I
I
was
mean,
like, no.
not now, for sure.
That's how the robots win. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
To be fair, though, if we started monetizing, actually doing ads and making money, then maybe. But I don't
maybe.
want to deal with
Maybe.
taxes and government.
That's
and
on you,
all that
family.
stuff,
Go out and
so.
tell 17 of your friends to listen to this.
17 million
And then
of your
capture 18 more and force them to
Yeah.
listen.
Yep.
through any means necessary.
And any platform. We're not picky.
Nope.
Precipice. That's for you.
Yeah, I know. Oh, wait, it's my turn.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do it right.
Uh-huh. Do it. Do it good. Get her done.
Get the mist. The mist of it on.
mist.
The mystery of it all.
Press a mist.
Press a mist.
Yeah, I'm a
Sold at all your local grocery stores.
I'm a pretty angry guy.
Three flavors.
Which celebrity would you want to market that perfume?
Who is the one that people think is the Gwyneth Paltrow?
No, guys. Adam Sandler. 100%.
It's a precipice. Yeah.
I got it in my eyes.
Okay. Here we go.
I can't not hear pessimist.
Precipice.
Oh my God. What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
That negates all the things
You know what?
I did.
I whispered it because I was angry at you.
I don't know if that was even whisper though.
It wasn't,
Like tiny voice is different
I-
than whisper.
I
I don't
and
know
in
that
some
it is.
cases,
I held
much
back.
worse.
I held back a little bit. I could have. Yeah.
You could have.
That makes one of us.
I don't know what that was. You want to
I don't
pronounce
either.
it?
I
Ron?
just
Yeah.
I thought it
Yeah.
would sound threatening or something, but then I had nothing to follow it up with.
No. Press the past.
Did you say past? Like past tense?
Yeah.
Press a past.
That's in the
I
press.
passed
It's in the
that.
press of
Pris.
past.
Is it press?
Put it behind us. Don't be a press.
You're such a press. It's got a lot of potential, but I hate it. I hate you.
Guys, I think I'm done. I think I've been done for a
Fair
little. I
enough.
think I've been done for a little
He's not
while.
gonna be our friend anymore.
No, hey,
It's kicking us
Hey.
out.
Yeah.
we are still friends.
Dang it. It's like my solid out. I was almost out. I guess I'm still in.
Let's be honest. Your life would be much sadder
Yeah.
if I wasn't your
I
friend.
do think you guys, I was talking about you guys to JoJo the other day.
Mhm.
So I was talking about some of my other friends too, where I'm like, man, I never really thought about it. It was like, I have some really good friends right now. And I was like, and then I got my boys. And I told JoJo, I'm like, you know, I love them. I love my boys. And he goes, I know. Like, I love them so much. He's like, I know, Sarah. He's like, they're
Stop.
He goes, they're great. I'm
Stop
like,
talking about them.
I just love them. I love them. They're so great.
We're talking about bills right now, Sarah. Stop talking about your friends.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of how that went.
that's how I get out of it.
Hmm.
I go, what?
Find anything else to talk about.
Yeah. What is happening?
What are you talking
How
about?
did I get here? Anyways, pizza. You know, you get it.
Is that an actual offer?
Have you not had dinner yet?
Play
Of
with
course
my
he
heart.
hasn't. He's 25.
Okay, that's
Do
honestly
you see
fair.
how angry he came in today to the room? That
Yeah,
boy
that was-
didn't eat.
That was only half the equation. Yeah,
That's
honestly.
fair. That's
that
fair.
was-
That's fair.
I got you.
Okay, let's cue this outro.
Wow.
that was really cool.
How come no one told me? Now I look like an idiot. I'm just sitting here
you're
like
just
this.
not
It's a boy
on the
thing.
You're just not on the wave.
It's a boy thing.
We're the boys.
The
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Keep that in the recording because, you know, I'm going to use that.
Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word just sucks if you really let it. Every word is gross if you think about it. Every word is gross if you